Ladies and gentlemen, pimps, simps, and gimps, let me just check this microphone's booming. Beautiful. Welcome to the Mac Show podcast, episode number 19, the number one pimp podcast in the world. If you're listening in today, I'm going to give you foundational tips as well as strategies that are going to help you make a shit ton more money with OnlyFans, whether you're pimping out girls or you're a lady yourself trying to make some money, or a man. We're not here to discriminate. Now, we have a few topics to go over. If you don't know how I run these podcasts, I either bring a guest on or I have a little piece of paper with some topics that are helpful, and everything just comes off the top. There's no editing, chopping, changing. This is just 100% organic. What I'm doing, it's pretty much a record every single day. This is what's happening. Myself in the industry, working in the industry, not some fucking guru who's never done shit. Myself showing you the wins, the fails, the processes, the in-between, everything. So the first thing I want to go over is the strategy that I'm running for all my girls where the main promotion is coming. This is a strategy which I'm pretty keen to be testing out. And basically I've created a Facebook page. Now the Facebook page for myself is called the Mac Mansion. That's how I've branded it. If you run your own OnlyFans, that's fine. You can call it whatever you want, or you can call it under your personal name. Or if you're a lady promoting your own account, you can go ahead and create a page under your personal name too. Now, I share the content from all of my girls, not their nude content, but just sexy looking pictures, softcore pictures on this page. Now, if you're a girl, just apply this same principle. If you're promoting your own OnlyFans, create a page and only post your content. The key here is that you're building an asset that later on, you not only can promote your content, okay, and other things that you move into, but people will pay you for shout outs on your page when it gets big enough. So you're pretty much getting the double-edged sword for double killing. We move rash, we make money, okay? That's what we're here to do. Now, on the page, you want to go ahead and create a group. You can link it, and it's super simple so that it will automatically invite page likes across to your group as well. Super easy to do that. You can watch that shit on YouTube and figure out how to do it. Now, this is where a lot of people go wrong. They go into Ads Manager and they think, oh, I'm going to do it the advanced way, and they create ads, and 99% of the time, either their ad account goes down or the posts never get approved to begin with. Here is a little workaround that you can do to promote softcore pictures, okay, to get people to your page. Post them as a post. Do not put any links. Do not have any links to OnlyFans. Do not have any link tree in the top bio. Have it instead as the call to action from the page in the group to be a message so they can message your page. You can promote in the group and do these things later on, but you just want it to be across to message, because within message, we can send external links and that's fine. Our page is not going to go down from there, but you want to have it set as the message. Now, when you run, okay, ads, this is the correct way to do it. Put up these pictures of yourself as a feed post and then go ahead and boost the post. Now, in your head, you're probably saying, yeah, but that still has to go through Ads Manager. It's just an ad. No, it actually runs a little bit differently on the algorithm, and people don't understand this, is when you boost a post, you don't have the full range of features that you do with Ads Manager, and it actually works through a separate part of the Facebook system. Now, can I guarantee you that this happens? No, but from all the experiments and hundreds of thousands of dollars that I've spent this year alone on ads, I can tell you it damn well works, okay? So you want to put up these softcore pictures, run boosted posts, and pretty much the reasoning behind it is Facebook says, well, if the post has already been good enough and hasn't been flagged or brought down, okay, we're just really boosting the engagement it can get. Where when you set up an ad, it has to scan through, look at the post, analyze, make sure that it goes with their terms. It still does that to some degree, but just not as heavily. Now, you just want to run engagement. Engagement. That's it. So for example, I put up a post for Tori. The ad goes up, we boost the post, we focus on engagement, we block anyone who's being fucking rude or anything like that. All the dudes who go hot, sexy, you can go through and actually message these people individually and say, hey, do you want to see content of thingy? Here's a link, and then send a link to the OnlyFans. This is a killer way to get subscribers, and on top of that, every single person who likes the post, you can go through and invite them to the page, and now they're in your funnel. You can direct message them. You pretty much have access to direct message them personally or through the page at any time. You can get them in the group so that they're going to see posts. Some portion will see page posts as well. and you're pretty much keeping them in the funnel. The next step would be to work and try and get their email, offer them something for free. So instead of just pushing them straight to the OnlyFans, say, hey, I want to send you some content of our girl for free. Can I get your email? You can automate these systems later on, but when you're starting out, if you put in the grunt work, you learn these processes and then you outsource this to VAs, okay? This is how you're going to build the foundations of a 7-figure business. Before you ever delegate a task, you should have done it yourself first so you understand the ins and outs. You won't get ripped off that way, and that way if there's any problems, you can always go back and address it. Too many people try and outsource too quick. Motherfuckers, these are foundational things. I'm giving you not just methods, but foundational principles of business that go across everything. And this point's actually towards the end. It actually is my last point, but I want to say it now because it's really a foundational principle that I've seen pretty much everyone on my Instagram that's messaged me that has had success with a method that I teach, and then they fall off and they fail. Why does that happen? Let me tell you right now. I've had kids that have been making thousands of dollars a day on Marketplace, and then all of a sudden, they don't make anything anymore. Then I've had kids that have made, thousands with crypto recommendations, and I don't sell any package in the crypto space, but they've made thousands of just giving out my recommendations. They've made money, whatever it's been, and then all of a sudden it stops. They dry up. And when I ask them, hey, how's it going? Instead of them saying, well, I'm working through this issue, they say, I'm focusing on this now. I've moved from Marketplace to NFTs. I've moved from NFTs to fucking crypto. I've moved from crypto to a social media marketing agency. And whilst it's important to know when to pivot, you will never build your company to 7 figures if you change it every time that a challenge occurs. The challenge will occur in any industry. Chopping and changing industry will not get you past. You need to be single focused, stick with it, and by learning how to overcome those obstacles, that's where you get rewards. And that's why the majority or 90% of people never get those rewards, because they think the solution to the problem is to change niche. Oh, this niche is more appealing. That's what's going to bring this. This is going to bring this. This is going to bring this. Solve the problems in that niche, okay? And then you'll get the rewards. Now, if you think about myself, I've changed to the OnlyFans niche from what I was doing. However, the skill set that I've overcome and all the challenges that allowed me to build into these 7-figure companies in the e-com space across to here, this is why I'm growing at a much quicker rate compared to the other people that are trying to do the exact same thing and they're saying, well, I'm not succeeding like you, what am I doing wrong? I have learned when I come across these little obstacles how to solve them already. For me to get to that next stage, changing niche isn't going to help, okay? And I'm very single focused with this niche. I'm in the best niche that I am more than content to work within for the rest of my life. And knowing that at such a young age is so exciting, because by focusing down now and knowing what it is in my 20s and knowing that I could work on this for the next 50, 60 years straight, I'll become a billionaire from it. But the principle that I want to get back to, because I'm not here to gloat, is to tell you why people, here's basically a structure that's going to help you understand why what I've just said isn't just some, fucking fake bullshit theory. This is real cemented concrete evidence. And the best way to look at this is with skill acquisition, okay? At university, where I studied human movement and all these sort of things, one of the first units that we took was skill acquisition, understanding how humans learn skills, okay? How you develop skills, and then how people master skills. There are 3 stages of any skill being built, and that's all this is. Making 7 figures a year is a skill. Getting that to 8 figures is a skill. Getting that to 9 figures is a skill, okay? Reducing stress while doing that is a skill. How do you do these things? There are 3 stages. The first stage, which is the quickest to progress out of, is the cognitive stage. We know nothing. We need to take in a lot of new information. We have a lot of shit to learn, okay? But we start to see so many little results, same as like starting to lift weights for the first time. You're going to start to see all these little results because you've never done this before. It's something completely new. Then we move into the next stage, the associative stage, and this takes up the bulk amount of time. 90% of our skill is built here, and this is where 90% of people drop off. They get through the cognitive stage, it's all exciting, selling on Marketplace, making thousands of dollars, Then they come to a roadblock. They have a few hard days. They have this, they have that. They reach the associative stage, and then they quit. The plateau stage. And they switch back to a new skill, and they go through the cognitive stage, and they wonder why they're never reaching 6 figures, and they wonder why they're never reaching 7 figures, because they're switching just between these 2 stages. The associative stage is meant to take a significant amount of time at a plateau. A significant amount of time at a plateau for a little jump. A plateau, a little jump. But when you stick with it over time and a very long period of time, you reach the autonomous stage. This is essentially where the skill comes automatically without you thinking about it, or in terms of finance, it's where you pass, I would say, 7 figures, and you pretty much have a business that you understand how to run on autopilot, or pretty much the majority of it on autopilot. So if this is you, you're stuck in that, whether you're an OnlyFans creator yourself or whether you're launching whatever fucking business it is, and you get a little bit of success and then you fail. And then you get a bit of success and you fail. And everything seems to work for a bit and it stops, okay? That's because that's the way the world is designed. It's never just meant to go up, 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 up. You are meant to go up, stick through it, push through the grit, and then you will get the biggest reward. That's you, fucking do it. Now, what's next? I have a lot of girls that message and they say, yeah, I'm happy with content, explicit content. And if you become an online pimp, okay, you will become desensitized to this sort of content very quick. And especially myself, when you understand the 4 motivators in life, there's 4 M's, you will understand that someone like myself, I'm not motivated by any of this sort of content. And that's why I can succeed. I'm not distracted by any of it. I'm just focused on the money side of things. And the 4 M's, I'll let you know what they are right now so that you can research them if you like. Every human is a combination of all 4, and it can chop and change over time. But essentially, you're primarily one. First one is money. Second one is movement. The third one is mating. And the fourth one is mastery. So either we like to master and be known, recognized, the best in the world for a skill. We like mating, which is sex, friendships, relationships, family, being around people, becoming a socialite, okay? Then we have money, which is actually gaining currency, gaining some form of currency that you can use. And then the second is movement, being able to move around, travel, explore, do things you haven't done before. Mine goes, if you want to know my 4 M's, okay, mating is actually last for myself. I have a lot of people think it's money. It's not money. It's movement is number 1. I love freedom, okay? The second is I have movement, then mastery, then money, and then mating as my last one. So maybe you should do some research, find out what you are. It's going to help you with succeeding in your industry. Now, what else do we have? We have some fucking bangers to go over as well. Objection handles. A lot of girls have been asking, what happens when a message comes through? And a lot of dudes that are managing girls' accounts, they say, what do I do when I get a message from a guy and they say, that's too much, I'm not going to pay that? It's super simple. There's only one response you need to handle that, okay? And it's a 50-50. So you're either going to win and you'll have a simp for life you've got tucked under your little finger that you can milk money for forever, or pretty much they'll just leave and cancel their subscription. And we don't really care if they do. Why? I'll explain that in a second. The one response you need, okay? They say, look, and you have to identify because there's 2 different ones here. If they say, it's too much, it's too much, that's where we can go with this 50-50 route. If they say, I don't have the money, okay, then that's a completely different story. If someone doesn't have the money, then they don't have the money. That's fine. There's no point trying to milk them and lose a subscriber. Give them as little as you can and just let them find value from your subscription, from the posts, but don't give them anything else. Maybe in the future they can afford it and then they'll see the value. But if someone says it's too much, you just say in a playful way, okay, you don't think I'm worth it, winky face. That's it. You don't think I'm worth it as a question. Now they have to evaluate themselves. Now, no matter what they reply with, okay, they will usually send a reply and say, yeah, but, or yeah, but, okay. You just don't reply from there. What happens is you have hormones working in your favor where eventually curiosity bias kicks in and they're like, fuck's sake, I need to see it, okay? And as soon as they do that, you know they're a simp, you know they're locked under your little finger and they'll be willing to pay for content forever to see content. Otherwise, these dudes will get this little ego trip where they feel offended because they're like, oh, and then they unfollow you, they unsubscribe. Who cares, okay? These people were going to waste a majority of your time in the messaging. They were going to leech as much as they could for their cheap little subscription, and they were constantly going to be a problem anyway. We just want the simps that are willing to pay significant amount of money, okay? And then we spend our time adding value and building relationships with them. So that's how you handle that question, if anyone that's been asking. What else have we got? Another one. This is an absolute banger as well. A lot of girls that message, okay, through the ads that I've been running, they're plus size girls, they're chubbier girls. Sorry, I had to get some water there before I died. Now, a lot of these girls, these plus size girls, these chubbier girls, okay, they will message and say, and it comes from a little bit of insecurity, and they say, look, I want to do OnlyFans, I want to do this, I want to make money, but I feel like guys aren't going to like me because of my size. Let me put this in the most clear way humanly possible. There are dudes that will pay significant amounts of money to have girls kick them in the ballsack. There are dudes that will pay significant amounts of money, okay, to watch women that are over the age of 80 get railed. We are not here to judge. We are not here to discriminate what fetishes, kinks people have, okay? We're here to make money. It's your own insecurities that are stopping you from succeeding. And this is common across all businesses. But there is a massive market for dudes that will pay for content from bigger women. If you are bigger, you need not worry. Push the content out there. You will attract a large audience of people. I'm not saying like the bigger people. You will attract a broad audience of people that enjoy your content. And you can easily turn over 6 figures a year being a plus size chick, 7 figures a year. There is really no cap. You can achieve just as much as someone else. My fuck, what do you reckon about my eyebrows? I think this one, today, all of a sudden, it just seems like it's almost fucking thicker than usual. God, I need my eyebrows waxed. I think I should get my girl to wax them when she's here. What do you reckon? I need eyebrow waxing? Will it be too feminine? Let me know. That's the comment for the day. That's all I really need to know. Do I need my eyebrows waxed? Should I get my girl to wax my eyebrows? Okay, so plus size girls, fear not, stress not. You can make a shit ton of money. It's only your own insecurity that's slowing you down. Push out your content. Your content is sexy to some people, okay? Same as homosexual content is sexy to some people. Foot content is sexy to some people. Everyone has their different audience and their different niches, okay? Don't stress. The people who find you attractive are going to like your shit, come across, subscribe, and give you large amounts of money. Now, what else do we have? Basically, the best women, okay, that are going to work for us. Okay, and this is why the ads have been really good, and this will tie into the numbers breakdown for the day because I like to give numbers. We've done 2 core sales already this morning with 100 in ad spend. So we're already up 100 profit. The girls today have already made me a couple hundred again, so we're up even more. And I've got so many fucking applications. I'm getting $2.50 applications from the Colombian, Mexican, and Brazilian women. Why? These women already have followings, a lot of them, and they want dudes to manage them. It's because of the difference in culture. These women are more sequacious. Sequacious? What's the fucking word I'm searching for? I think sequacious. Imagine if I wrote it down, it'd be a lot more helpful. The word I'm searching for is sequacious, I believe, or sounds funny to say it like that. Sequacious, I haven't really ever used it. Sequacious, it means excessively submissive. These women, their cultures make them more submissive to men just because of the way they're in. And whether you agree with that or not, we're not here to fucking complain. As I said, we're here to, you know the answer, make money. Now, these women are best to work with if you're a male online pimp, okay? Because these women are going to basically be a lot more gellable to a symbiotic relationship. Any form of business, any form of anything takes some level of manipulation. Otherwise, people would just come running to you and give you money. You have to manipulate someone, and manipulation is not bad. You have to manipulate someone to take a certain action. Okay, if someone's excessively overweight, their health is slowly killing them, and you manipulate them to get healthy by showing them what their dream body looks like, how they can diet and still enjoy and have a good time, how they can do this, and then they end up becoming a healthy individual because of you. You have manipulated them to take a healthy and positive action. Exact same thing, and the reason you want to target these women is because they're easier to be manipulated by men. Whether you like that or not, I don't care. Again, this is help for you to understand. They're easier to manipulate, they are more compliant, they are more sequacious. Sequacious? It just still sounds weird. Okay, they are more likely to go along, and when there is little resistance and they're not asking questions all the time, you can focus on what's more important. Give me content, let us handle the messaging, do this for promotion, we will also promote, let's make money. They are the sort of women you want to target. Now, I targeted women in Russia first, and whilst they are also like this, okay, the cost per message ended up becoming more expensive for some reason. Due to the language barrier, I imagine. I targeted only people who can speak English, of course. I have a distinct advantage that I can actually speak quite a bit of Russian, so I could rerun the ads in Russian. However, okay, it's really not going to translate across because if their audiences are messaging them, they're only replying in Russian, and then there's someone speaking to them in English in the chats, it's really not going to translate. And my Russian isn't good enough to be dirty talking in Russian. Okay, I'm probably going to sound fucking weird. So I think that is pretty much everything for today. We've covered a lot. Objection handles. I've given you so much about being single focused, understanding your motivators, understanding what roadblocks are holding you back from succeeding. Okay, what women to work with. Okay, why, if you're a plus size lady, you should just go ahead and get into this. And I've given you the group strategy. So do me a favor. Tell me if I need to get my eyebrows waxed. Leave it in the fucking comments below and subscribe. We'll see you all in tomorrow's video. Mac Life Podcast. Paka.